What is up, guys? Villain Andy here. I'm joined with my co-host, Villain Vince, the mayor of Lorcana, Brad, and my beautiful wife, Villainess Kirsten. We are doing our reprint predictions for Disney Lorcana's upcoming set, Fabled. We will all, except for Brad, unfortunately, be at Gen Con very soon here from this video being launched. We will be at that panel waiting anxiously to hear so many of these cards that will be reprinted. And so we have gone ahead and picked the ones that we predict will be reprinted. Maybe we'll see how right or wrong we are in the future. Quick disclaimer, we did all create these lists before the Lorecast. So you may notice we have 17-ish of each ink color. That equates to 1/2 of the upcoming Fabled set. We have since learned that number falls a bit short of what cards will be reprinted in the set.
They did say at least half.
They said at least
they are technically correct, which I will remind our listeners is the best kind of correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can hear our opinions on their decisions in our podcast, most recent episode, number 56, if for some reason you're watching this in a weird alternate time zone. Anyway, so we're going to go through these and see which cards we predicted. But before we get started, I wanted to ask each of you a question. We'll start with you, Brad. 100 cards-ish predicted. How many of these do you think you will get correct?
Show me all of them. No, I would say let's go with 75.
75 cards correct. Yep. Wow, that's a bold prediction. We'll see how it turns out. Vince, what about you? How many of these cards do you think you will predict correctly?
I'm gonna say 33 cards.
Ooh, a much more modest prediction. Maybe it'll pay off here. Kirsten, how many cards will you predict correctly for Disney Lorcana's upcoming set, Fabled?
What is 9?
What is 9?
Those are the ones we already know.
No, I'm going with 9 simply because that's my jersey number and that's the, 9th.
It's also the Fabled set number, so it's lucky
and
9.
Literally, it all adds up. I'm doing this on purpose. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, I'm doing this all on purpose. No, it's the 9th rule of villainy. It's my number. It's the Maleficent dragon. Duh.
Excellent.
She got her enchanted in the 9th set.
Wow.
All right.
So many 9s.
Very.
Buster, what was his prediction? I didn't hear him as he ran out of there.
He's already done with it.
He is predicting thunderstorms, Amiss. So,
how about you, Andy?
Go close that door.
I believe that I will get probably about 47 correct.
Oh wow, I went way too high, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Or you're just you just got a wavelength. You've got the.
I am the mayor. I do know things. I know nothing. I know nothing.
In theory, Brad might be the best because when we made these lists, we thought we were having to pick the exact 17 for each ink color, but now we know there's going to be more than that. So like, there's a better chances that the random card we picked is potentially getting reprinted.
That's true. So I think the order, right, is we're gonna go by rarity through each ink color.
Yes, we'll go through. That'll help narrow it down. I think, at least for me, my mindset here was that they do divvy up the rarities relatively evenly. I think there's 8 rares per ink color, 3 super rares, a bunch of uncommons, and a bunch of commons. So I tried to sort of split those out and make sure I wasn't putting like 7 super rares from the last 4 sets in there. But let's go ahead and kick it off with Amber. I'll get us started here at super rare. I think Pongo, Determined Father, is actually going to get reprinted here. I told Vince when he played his puppy deck that I thought this was a really good card. I think it's one of those ones that could be really good if there weren't so many dang, damage spells in Steel.
that was on my list as well.
Brad, anyone else have it on their list? No. Okay. All right. What about you, Kirsten? What did you have for a super rare?
My super rare list, once I realized I sorted it. It's like really light apparently. So I only have one singular amber one. And it's the Rockstar Stitch.
which we already know
Mostly
is getting reprinted.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
to be fair, there's
I
only
didn't pick another amber one.
3 super rares per set reprinted, so it's very possible that they do 1 super rare and then 2, super rares from the new cards. Then again, now I'm remembering the numbers they told us, and it's less
Well,
possible. But
Well, also,
no, it's
disclaimer, apparently.
actually I did the math on here, so we know that there's going to be 8 super rares printed, which means on an average 2 per. No, I'm
Wh-
sorry, I get the math wrong. 12
Right.
super rares are being reprinted, and that means there will be 2 from each ink color.
okay, because there's 3
Wow.
super rares per ink color
Per ink color.
per set,
Right.
and based on the math and the percentages, okay, so it is 2. So Stitch is 1. I think Pongo's the other. Brad presumably thinks Pongo is the other as well. Vince, what was your other one besides Rockstar?
I went with what we knew, so I went with Stitch Rockstar. I was with.
You only had one as well.
Because when we remember
Right,
when we
right.
did this, we just like by math, you would have thought there would only be 1 super rare printed.
1
I
or
think
2, right?
1, potentially 2,
Right.
because the
See,
math
that-
doesn't really work out.
That's
I
kinda
have
the
way
thing with
more
my
super rares
list.
on my list than
I have so little, and I'm looking at my list now, and I realized when I made my list, I didn't take into account the rarity. Really, I mean, most of them are common and uncommon, but I don't even have a single amethyst on my super rare list.
I have 3 more amber super rares.
Okay, well, like, what
Brad?
are your other super rares, Fred?
My other super rares are Chernabog, the whole bog, because I feel like
Whole
that
bog,
just
not followers.
not the followers, the whole bog. I have Chernabog, I have Piglet, Pooh Pirate Captain, because I feel like that's just a
Overpowered aggro card.
overpowered
Game definitely
aggro
needs right
card.
now.
Very, very cute. People love their piglets. And I didn't hear a word you said. And the other one that I am not so sold on now that we know the numbers or whatever, and absolutely probably not getting reprinted, is the Mirabelle Madrigal Gift of the Family. She's a 5-cost onion. 4th set that boosts up the other madrigals by 1 lore when she quests.
Yeah, I did have I found a reoccurring theme where I was going through them, and I was like, that madrigal's not too bad. Ooh, maybe we keep a couple more madrigals around. Maybe some more madrigals. So I think there is a possible chance that the madrigals that a couple of those come through, and that family sticks together through reprints.
For sure.
Well, I
They
think
took a big hit.
part of
in
the
this-
reason is a lot of them are in set 5, right?
Yeah, and they were
They were
introduced in
mixed.
set 4. There was a lot of
Right.
them in set 4. And so I was like, well, some of these are kind of good. And I feel like with all the madrigals that have come out since then, that they have to bring back a few of the other ones. But maybe not.
I like this thought, and I had this same thought, and you'll see some of that same thought as I started this. But then I just thought, like, I reminded myself that as to date, Ravensburger has not cared as much about archetype as I would maybe appreciate them to. Because when's the last time we've had a magic broom? When's the last time we've had a broom? Not that I'm upset about that or anything. But yeah, one question I want to ask folks is did anybody have Ariel Spectacular Singer on this?
No,
I did not.
too strong.
So we
There's
don't think that's going to be reprinted.
too many other
That's like
5
a
drops.
common
or
theme
5
with my list is like I pretty much don't have any really good. I fully expect them to like go
So
away.
it was not on my list, but now knowing what we now know, I think I would put it on my list.
I wouldn't. I think
Really?
that we know for certain when we get into the rares, we'll be talking about a different version of Ariel. And I also have another card that I think that they might reprint that will replace the 3-slot Ariel.
Yep.
Because
And they also already have the new Aurora, which is a 5 singer, 3 cost. So I think
Sure.
3 cost 5 singer lives on, but I don't necessarily think that it is Ariel. I think they want to split that ability from Ariel away from the singer 5 3 cost.
Could be. It's the ability that makes me think they'll keep it.
Yeah.
So because having that like scry ability for songs
Right.
is just like we see that on other cards in other ink colors for different things,
Right.
whether it be like find a item.
Okay, well, let's move on to the rares. We've got the rares here for Amber. Kirsten, why don't you start us off? Well, actually, let's start this off.
Oh,
We'll just go ahead and say the one that we already know is getting reprinted, and that is Ariel.
Singing Mermaid.
Singing Mermaid. There it is. I
Yep.
I accidentally removed it from my list, trying to zoom in on it. The Singer 7, 4 cost, Singer 7, 3/3, quest for 2. Pretty basic card. Becomes more or less important depending on the songs that cost 7 that you really want to be singing on turn 5. But we know that one's getting reprinted. Kirsten, do you have another rare in Amber you think will be reprinted?
Cobra Bubbles.
Wow.
Social worker.
A vanilla card, huh?
Because I want it to be.
Because you want
it to be. He has a special place in the Rules of Villainy lore. So
to be honest, I don't have reasons.
My old Captain Meal toy, so I'm on board.
Yeah, I don't have a good reason. A lot of these cards in my list are like I struggle to make a decision. I fully stand by like I don't really think they're gonna reprint the like super good cards because I think they want it to like they want this reprint stuff to like I feel like be a meta buster and like completely change how things are gonna work.
Sure.
So I just kind of picked random cards.
Well, Cobra Bubbles is a vanilla card, so that is pretty the opposite end of the spectrum from a quote really good card. But nobody else had Cobra Bubbles on their list.
I did not.
All right, Vince, do you have? How about one from your list?
So I had the Bare Necessity.
Ooh, I had that too.
Brad had it. Kirsten,
I did.
I did not. Okay, Bare Necessities. That's not too good. You think that's You think that is a necessity going into Fabled, Vince?
It's a bare necessity.
I also just think we're probably going to see more. Again, when I was building this, you'll see this theme at the early part of my list is that I was thinking about the thematics of it. And like, I think we're going to get more of the Jungle Book going forward. And like the Bare Necessities is like a pretty classic song. They're not.
And the utility of it is really good too. We do have it in the form of Ludwig now, which is going to be played in, of course, an Amber deck because that's a dual ink card. So that kind of put me off on it, but it's still I think it's a good song to sing. We'll touch on Emerald when we get there, but I put it in there for the sole reason is I don't think that a card in Emerald is going to make it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with I'm with Brad, even though he did put Bare Necessities in his list. That I thought Ludwig. The new card basically is Ravensburger saying, look, this ability should cost both inks, right? It should be restricted a little bit further, and that being able to sing it for 2 is kind of rough. It hits everything. So I did not put that on my list. One I did have on my list, though, is Ursula's Shell Necklace. Say that one 10 times fast.
I will not.
Is an item, 3 costs uninkable. Whenever you play a song, you may pay 1 to draw a card. I don't think songs are going away, and I do think Amber will need some ways to draw a card, and I think this is the most on theme, besides maybe some healing draw, like a Rapunzel, who is not getting reprinted. I don't believe. I'm not voting on it, at least. So I think this card could become really good in future sets.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I did not have
that.
Nope. Stand alone here. Stand alone. Okay. Brad, Amber card.
Since he took the Bare Necessities, that was going to be my pick here. I put, I'm probably a little early on this. I put Moana of Motunui. Mostly because she's been a lot on the promo material for the first chapter. She's I think a 1/6 quest for 3, and she has a lot of synergy with princesses. We're not getting Pixar yet, but we know that they're completing the princess deck with Pixar when Merida comes into the game. So I feel like Moana would be a good card to include. We have other variations of Moana, but because of that synergy with princesses, I think that she is on the block for coming back.
I need to correct you there.
What?
The princess is not being completed simply because of Merida. We are still missing.
Oh, we're missing Pocahontas. Pocahontas is coming too. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Miko.
But Pocahontas is coming before Pixar, and that's why I think this card's a little early. They don't need to reprint it yet, but people love Moana, and it's a very pretty card.
Yeah, plenty of Moanas too, though, right?
Anybody else have this card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Um,
Dang, I thought that was a
Kirsten?
closer one.
Do you have another
Starter
card?
deck special. Brad.
Yeah.
I
Ponder.
have 1, 2, 3 other Amber
Give us
rares
another
because I
one.
definitely spread that apart. I went with the Grand Duke because
Ooh.
there's consistently always going to be princesses, princes, kings, and queens, and I think that this is like a very synergetic card with a lot of different themes, and it's not super overpowering. It's not like a meta card. So I think that could stick around.
I like that card a lot. That's a
Yeah.
good pick.
It's like
You have it on your
Lumiere, but
I don't
like
have it on my list.
for royalty.
Not quite as good as Lumiere. It's only one.
Yeah. Well, Lumiere only gives one as well, but it's for everyone.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
No, Lumiere is +1 to everyone, and the Duke is +1 to royalty, basically.
Yes, yeah.
But it's in amber, so it different ink colors mean different things. So no one else had that one.
Did you not have it, Andy?
No, I did not have that. It is a nice card, though.
I had Sleepy's Flute.
Ooh,
Nice.
So I debated between Ursula's Shell Necklace and Sleepy's Flute. I was like, one of those two cards to enable songs in amber should probably stick around, and I went with the necklace. That's a good one, though. Anyone else have it?
Nope.
All right. I also had World's Greatest Criminal Mind.
Yeah, so did I.
Thought
Yeah,
it was good.
that one. I think that is. I do think all ink colors need some form of removal. I think World's Greatest Criminal Mind is relatively fair. If you think about it, amber is low to the ground, low strength. Bodyguards trying to just defend themselves, quest for lore, and being able to just sort of banish away that really big, scary character that's coming at him with a lot of strength is, I think, very useful for the ink color. So
Since we know one thing, I'll just add, just to give us a little bit more fair shot of having good predictions here, is we can add ourselves, because since we know there are more cards, coming and stuff. I think I would have put this on my list had I known there were more cards coming.
Sure.
You'll get a half
But
point.
we're not grading you on what you might put on it.
Yeah, you get like at most a half point if you get that right. You're like adding on after the fact. We're
going to spend the whole episode saying, I would add that to my list now. Yeah.
We pre-ordered it. You're just like hoping you can show up day of and get one. Yeah.
I got to get to 75 somehow.
Would anybody add themselves to Sleepy's Flute?
No, I'm sticking with the necklace.
Both necklace and flute, I could see either of them doing. I'm committed to my list right now. I don't want to get all.
Yeah, I'm committed to my list.
Everything. I don't want to
hit 9. I only want 9. So
yeah,
yeah. You're like I'm already gonna meet my list.
All right. So who's still got some left? I still got 2 left.
I have 1.
I have 3 or 2. I have 2 left.
Oh, I have 2. Sorry, I lied. I can't read.
Andy, list them out all at once.
Okay, I got Bernard. I can't read his subtext here. Raincoat Bernard. At the end
Brand
of your
new
turn,
agent.
if this character is exerted, you may ready another chosen character of yours. We do have a lot of this ability around. I just kind of felt like this was a mid-range card that if other cards didn't exist, this might have a chance at seeing it. Anyone else have Bernard?
I do not.
And then I had Look at This Family.
So did I.
Yeah, so one of my themes that we'll see throughout the ink colors here is that I do believe that Sing Together is going to kind of stick around. And so, like Vince said, the scrying for songs, the scrying for whatever should exist. The big version here for characters, it's big Be Our Guest, essentially. I think it sticks around. Brad also had that. Anyone else? All right, so I'm out of them. Kirsten?
I had Lilo Making a Wish, the 1-drop, 1/1 quest for 2, because she's so cute. That's my only reason.
So
She's really
degenerate.
cute.
Very cute.
She's such a cute
Aggro
card,
doesn't need that.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like they reskin those cards, right? There's a reskin of that card in the set already with Maleficent and all the 2-drop 3 questers. I'm like, they can make that card again with somebody else, but
or they
still,
could just
very
do
very
it 4 strength instead. And make Daisy Duck.
It'd be a 4
And then
1
my last one is Alma Madrigal, the family matriarch. When you play this character, you may search your deck for the Madrigal, a Madrigal
I thought about that
card, and reveal that. Shuffle your deck, put that on top.
I was in on the Madrigals. I just couldn't go like Alma in the Madrigals.
Does anybody have any cards
Alma
in there?
in.
Have what?
Do anybody else have those 2 cards?
No.
I don't.
It's just you and Brad left.
Yeah.
'cause
What do you
I
guys?
thought I had one
said his
more.
already.
I had the rarity wrong. I don't have a rarity down. I have
Oh.
so I don't have any more rares for it.
I have 1 left, and that is Hades, Lord of the Underworld.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
that
the one where you bring a
yeah.
character back, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
it's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good character. We do have Revive as well. That's not on a body, but they can coexist. It's a pretty good card. I like it. Used to be so good back in the day.
Let's move on to Amethyst Super Rare.
Oh, we're not going through the
We already do the
uncommon,
commons and uncommons.
We were sticking with Amber, I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We
How do
can.
you want to? Yeah. I mean, we can do the.
We'll go through them even quicker here.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll just read through the ones that I have. If anyone else has them, call them out. I got Last Stand, banished chosen character who was challenged this turn. A little bit more removal for Amber. Got Donald Duck, the bodyguard that gives the musketeer gives 1 lore. Good card, should stick around. We talked about it before. Singer 5, 3 cost. I have Gaston.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, so I think that one probably maybe gets a little more of a remake
Takes
there.
over for Ariel. Yep.
I do not think Rapunzel will make the cut, so I put in Julieta Madrigal. Her meals will cure anything, I think is the line. Tinkerbell, another one of those scry abilities. I don't think Be Our Guest makes it, so I think the 4 cost uninkable Tinkerbell that lets you find a character off the top makes it. And I lied. Rapunzel does make it. But it's the Gifted Artist. It's the one where whenever you remove 1 or more damage from one of your characters, you may draw a card. And it's a Floodborn. That's another theme I have through here. I think Floodborns are going to continue living. I think being a Floodborn almost gets you a preferential treatment when it comes to being reprinted. At least in my eyes, it does. So those are my uncommons.
You have Last Stand, Donald Duck, Gaston, Rapunzel, Julieta, and who else?
I just removed them all from my list. You're gonna make
Oh,
me.
Tinkerbell. The Generous Fairy.
Yeah, Tinkerbell.
Oh, Tinkerbell. Yep.
I had none of those. And I only have 3 from Amber uncommon.
Yeah. Definitely Gaston. You want me to go down mine?
Yeah, go for him.
Kirsten, go first.
Oh, Kirsten, go ahead.
Kirsten?
Okay. I had Pluto Friendly Poot.
Yep.
Okay.
I had Snow White Unexpected House Guest because there's still dwarves from set 5.
Okay.
Sure.
I think that'll synergize. And then my last one is Mickey Mouse True Friend.
Yeah, I got that one too. Yeah.
Let's go. Because that's
Yes.
the one that's
Iconic.
that's supposed to have the
Artists.
the blank space for the signature.
They
for the
already have
character
that card
signature.
version out. It's already out. The version that you can get signed by the
Yeah, I
character.
know, but like I just
Yeah.
assumed that
That's
like
gotta stick around. You're
they're
right.
going to bring it back and reprint it and then just keep doing that as like the character signature card.
Too iconic.
This card,
I don't know.
I put it on here solely as a card that is like it's a basic drawing of Mickey. He's welcoming you to the game. Basically, he's got his hand extended.
Yeah.
True Friend, Quest for 2. Is he 3/3? Just a solid 3-drop card to put there, and it's the mascot of the entire Disney brand.
Yep.
I think it's a perfect card to put in every rotated set. So
Vince, what do you got?
Well, Brad, what's Brad got?
I have Goofy Musketeer. I went the other route. I didn't do Donald. I did Goofy. I think he's just a bigger body, and I really like the art on that card. I have Stitch, new dog. I know he's just a common 2/2 for turn 1, but he is a shift target for the Stitch Rockstar that we know is coming. And I have Simba Protective Cub for the same reason. He's a classic bodyguard from the first set and a shift target for an existing Simba that we have in Amber. And I have Doc, leader of the 7 dwarfs, because I was hoping for Mufasa, but it's looking less and less likely that is happening, and it's a real big bummer. But I think Doc is one of the best dwarves in that set 2 set. So yeah.
And then you had some overlap, though, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just fine, I think. It was just the Mickey True Friend.
We don't need to record them either. We'll have all the lists afterwards.
I'm just putting them down here. But you also had, I think,
Gaston,
right?
Gaston, Baritone Bully, yeah.
Mickey True Friend. I I also had Tinkerbell Generous Fairy. I also had Gaston Baritone Bully. I also had Rapunzel Gifted Artist. So Andy and I are
Wow.
on the same wavelength here. Also, I had Julieta Madrigal Excellent Cook. Where we differ is that I did have Be Our Guest.
Mm.
Okay. Tinkerbell and Be Our Guest. Interesting. I had some commons as well. Miss Bianca, 2 cost, Singer 4. 2 cost, 2/2, Singer 4. I know
Yeah.
we do still have Turtle Boy. I don't know if we're losing Vanessa or not. But I can see this card sticking around. Again, I
I did that
lied.
one too.
Rapunzel gets to stick around. It's Rapunzel Sunshine. Tap exert to remove 2 damage from chosen character, because I think damage removal sticks around with Amber. Mulan Free Spirit support.
Thought about that.
It's fine cards, whatever. And then I had Pluto Rescue Dog. When you play this
I had that
character,
one too.
you're gonna remove up to 3 damage from one of your characters. So it is like Rapunzel, but without the draw, but with a bigger body, and I think it's a pretty decent card. So Kirsten had a couple of those
I
as
had
well.
2. I only have 3 left, so I
Okay,
can
go
go
ahead.
next. I had Atlantica Concert Hall, I think because of singing reasons.
Is that a card?
It's
Is that a real card?
it's a-
It is. You guys are pranking me. Okay,
It's
all
a
right. I'm all like
location.
punked or something here. That's not a real card.
Anyway, it's a location. And then I did Hey Hey Boat Snack, because you gotta have a
Boat
boat
snack.
snack.
True.
That's my only reason. No other reason. And Ravensburger likes Hey Hey, so maybe I get a freebie, like the free space and bingo. Anyway, and then my last one for Amber was Heal What Has Been Hurt. Remove 3 damage, draw a card. So like Rapunzel, no body.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
and like 2 less
Okay.
cards.
There. Anyone else?
That's
Commons? What do we got?
Brad already told us.
I thought we were just going down the rest of our
That's
list.
fine.
Yeah.
Vince?
Yeah, no. I had Rapunzel Sunshine, Stitch
that?
New Dog,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Simba Protective Cub,
Oh
and
yeah.
then Prince Eric Seafaring Prince.
Is that the
Okay.
bodyguard one?
Bodyguard. The bodyguard. That's kind of why I went with the bodyguard.
Nice.
I did until I totally blanked that we actually already got a reprint of this card, and Raina Jafar had put Dalmatian Puppy on this list. It's like, we've already got it. We're not going to
Yeah.
reprint.
And it's the one you
They did
like
that
too
for
with the
us.
alternate art.
Oh yeah. I
Cute.
I honestly didn't even remember it until I was building my puppies. So I
Nice.
was like, all right. Should we move on to
Amethyst.
Yes. Amethyst reprints. Okay, maybe there'll be like a cool amethyst word pop up on the screen or something there. All right. Super rares. I have Genie, Supportive Friend. See, you thought I was
Nice.
gonna say the other Genie. It's actually already not. It's already not being rotated out.
Yep.
I love this Genie. I really just love the Genie in general, and I hope this card gets reprinted. It's the one when you quest, you can throw it away and draw 3 cards. I think it, like, you guys know me. I hate this card, and it hurts me to play against it. And I think this card has great ability to draw you back. I don't know. I hope it comes back. I like it. Anyone else have it? Probably not.
I did
I don't
not.
have a single Amethyst super rare, so
That's a bummer.
Wow.
I also had Belle, Accomplished Mystic.
Yes. That's one of
Yes.
mine.
That's what I had.
Because you know what? Popsicle Belle isn't broken enough. Let's be able to shift it on the next turn. So
And it's just a beautiful card.
But mainly, I think that moving damage is going to become much stronger in the Amethyst Ink identity. In newer sets, if they're going to blank a lot of this like non-interactive removal, like steel damage and things like that, and ruby removal, then more board-based combat with challenging and potentially leaving damage. If there's not a card, if Rapunzel is gone, you don't have to think about like, oh, I can put damage on this character and wait until next turn and then put the rest of the damage on that character. So being able to put damage places and holding a lot of damage on the board, moving it around, manipulating it, think that's going to become a big part of Amethyst Ink identity. So Bell is sticking around for me. Brad agrees. He wants it in his
Brad,
Blurple.
Do you have
I
any
do.
other super rare?
What's your other one?
Who?
You, Brad.
Me. Mickey Mouse, Wayward Sorcerer.
Ooh, brooms. He's hoping for brooms.
Yeah. I think the brooms are sticking around.
Got to bring them all back because there hasn't been any good ones in a while, as Vince pointed out. Nobody else
plenty
has
of
them.
room to bring them back.
Vince, you're
Yeah,
the
with
only
the
one
numbers
left.
that-
Kirsten forgot about super rares for this color.
So I would say Arthur, a Wizard's Apprentice.
Nice.
Ooh, I love that card. That is so. Without Brawl and stuff, that card becomes much, much, much better again. I miss that card.
Me too. Me too.
So
Me and
rare.
and many aggro battles back in the set 2 days.
I have
Kirsten,
one.
how do you have one rare? I was about to say, Kirsten, you've probably got tons of rares since you didn't do any super rares.
I told you I didn't pay attention to the rarity when I picked my cards.
No
all of
worries.
Kirsten's
It's fine.
She picked
Yeah.
Olaf 4 times.
Vince is gonna love it though.
What is your one rare?
The Sorcerer's Spellbook.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
And my
love it
reason
too.
was because Vince will be mad if it's not.
Yep. I 100% put that on there as well.
Let's go.
It did not make the cut for me, unfortunately.
Oh,
I
You
will
are the only
add it
one.
on. How many rares do I actually get based on the numbers there, Vince?
So you technically will, like, based on the new numbers that we
Right.
know, on average would be 6,
6.
but that
yeah.
still leaves 1 that is unaccounted for.
Wait, one that is. So I put 4. No, because there's normally 8 per ink color per set, and
No,
so
no,
I
no.
was
I'm
doing
saying
4.
they're reprinting 37 cards. So if you divide that by 6, you get 6.
Oh,
but that leaves
with one
one
remainder,
additional
one right.
remainder.
I missed school the day we learned about remainders. Okay.
So Andy, what do you got?
I think Jafar, Keeper of Secrets, sticks around. Amethyst, about drawing cards, plus strength per cards in hand. You bet on yourself. I love it. Isabella Madrigal. Again, I love Madrigals. I think the Isabella one is kind of spicy, right? If you get your other character to do something else, like, I don't know, maybe sing Fantastical and Magical, and then Isabella quests for 1 billion. And then Sing Together. I also did Second Star to the Right. Amethyst draws cards. We may lose friends. In fact, I don't think I put friends on my list. Spoiler alert. So,
Either.
but
what Isabella are you talking about?
Isabella
golden
Madrigal, Golden
the one that's
Child.
evasive.
Evasive,
Okay.
3-4 quests for 1 during your turn. If nobody else quests, she gets 3 more. If everyone else, when she does quest, no one else can quest. So,
Got it.
and then my last card, there is no way. Look at me. I'm promising you right now, there is no way that Ravensburger does not reprint the best card in the game of Lorcana, Merlin Rabbit. It is getting reprinted. 100% guaranteed. Guaranteed. There's no even reason to discuss it. It's the best card in the game. It has to get reprinted. Moving on.
Anybody else have Rabbit?
I don't.
Wow. You guys are
Do
all
you?
wrong. Point for me, no points for you guys. Easy.
Brad, what do you got?
I have 3 rares left. On the top one, I'm sure that somebody is
Did anybody say any of yours?
Sorcerer's
Spellbook,
Spellbook.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
I have Madam M Fox.
Fox
I
is
also
coming back.
I think Fox is still one. You say you have it, Vince?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's one that
too good.
is it's just too good. Like
Too good.
she
Well, it's too good.
it's for 4. You have to bounce something. It's balanced perfectly too. You have to take something off your board to bring her out, and then she can rush in and swing at something that's problematic and possibly survive and do it again with more bounces or whatever. This is, however, the only bounce card that I have on my list. But again, as we know, it's probably bigger now, and I would have put Rabbit or some other cards on there as well. But right now, it's just Madam.
Okay.
Do you have any other rares?
Yeah, I have 2 more. Do you want me to name them both right now? I thought we were going turn by turn. I have the lamp as well. I know it is
Bring
weird,
me the lamp.
Bring me the lamp because it's only seen play in Jaflurple. in the last set for sure. But I think with all the genies that are out there right now and the Jafars that are in rotation, I think that it has a place to give Amethyst a little bit of a boost in draw power and bounce power as well. So I think that the lamp sticks around.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
And my last one, I was asking if anybody else had one. Sorry, I can barely hear you sometimes. My last one is, you're fine, Ursula Sea Witch from set 3. She is a rare card, 3/3. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character can't ready at the start of your next turn. I liked it.
Yeah, I did not have that card on my list.
I'd like to add it to my list. That's a good idea, Brad. I think.
Thank you.
Well, we're not at it. We already ruled that we're not at it.
I thought we were allowed to like. I thought we were.
We crossed that bridge.
You added it something earlier.
I don't need to do that. So, I was like, fine, we won't do it. I have.
I'll take that point then.
Maleficent biding her time on here.
The
one drop, yeah.
One drop, 1/1.
Yes, one drop, 1/1. But after hearing your reasonings about why you don't think that would get, I get it.
It's vanilla.
Low key kind of agree.
It is pretty. And it's a great playmat. It's a great playmat.
Good art.
But the other one was the Bruno Madrigal, Out of the Shadow.
Which one is that? Because you
name a card.
Yeah. It's when you play this character, chosen character gains. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may return this card to your hand this turn.
Oh,
because I was like, you gave me crap about my Bruno in my broom deck, so they better not be calling for that one. He's a super rare.
Come out the gate.
You mean Brumo? You mean Brumo? Brumo?
Yes.
The Bruno that goes in the broom deck.
Oh my god, that's my new broom deck name. Is we don't talk about Brumo.
All right, let's go into uncommons.
All right, Vince, why don't you start us off?
Hold on. Let me okay. So I have Elsa, Snow Queen.
I have that one.
I have that one as well. Well, wait, we all have
I have that one as well.
Wait, we all have that one. We already know that one because they released an epic version of her.
Sorry.
Well, yeah,
I wrote over here. I was like, confirmed.
I just forget.
We say that because we have seen the artwork for
Epic.
The Epic.
Yeah.
And to date, we have never seen a card get an alt art treatment like that without also being printed in the 204 set.
And technically, it's printed in the set, so like it gets reprinted. So even if they don't give a non-treatment version of it, I think it still counts. Right?
Like, I'm just saying, like, there's no way they would not. Yeah. I have Madame Mim Snake. In here. I have. You both are going to give me so much trouble for this. Chernabog's followers.
Followers, not the whole bog.
I do have all.
I have that one on mine as well.
So do I.
Is everybody? Everybody does.
And then
I
the
shouted
last one
as I put it on the list.
So did I.
And the last one I have is Ursula, Mad Sea Witch.
I have that one too.
Okay.
Which one is that?
I did.
Gives Challenger.
Uncommon, I don't have it.
It gives Challenger to everyone.
I'll have it. I have it. No. It doesn't give Challenger to everybody. Yeah, Ursula, Mad Sea Witch, Challenger +2. She's a 1/3.
Oh, it's the one that we started adding in to get rid of Rhino.
To Ruby Amethyst,
yeah. Okay. I had the Elsa and the Chernobogs. I also have Blue Fairy, rewarding good deeds, which may honestly be maybe a Bucky kind of situation. Like maybe it's not the right card to have. Maybe it is a little too powerful, but I do think Flipboard.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, I do think Flipboard still have a good place in here. I love that card. Wish it comes back. Jafar Lamp Thief.
That was the card we saw do work in. No, that wasn't the card we saw do work in Atlanta, was it? That was the different.
That was the Fairy Godmother.
Fairy Godmother.
But we've seen Blue Fairy do work in Amethyst Steel lists. Alex, Illuminator Fortune.
Yeah.
Specifically has used it very well. I had Jafar Lamp Thief just because I got Jafar on the brain, so been throwing him in there. Anna, heir to Arendelle. Mainly because it's funny to say. But yeah, Anna Elsa is going to stick around. Clearly the kids love him. The really big one that I hope sticks around and I think is actually like a really good card in waiting here that I have is Camilo Madrigal, Prankster. It is at the start of your turn, you may choose one character. This character gets +1 lore, or this character gets challenger +2. So it's a 2/5, could be a 4/5, or it could be a 2/5 that quests for 2.
That was a good card in limited.
Yeah, in limited, it's great. That was one of my big strategies for this, was like cards that are great in limited, but as soon as you add in like all these overpowered other cards, like they're not as great. Like we're gonna get rid of a lot of these overpowered cards, so maybe these cards get a chance to shine. So I think Camilo Madrigal will be my starting quarterback for my starting my lead racer for the team in uncommons.
Kirsten?
I have 4 left that has already been taken. I have put the goat because
goat.
Yeah. Plus, like if they don't put in any of the other good bounce packages, I mean he's still a good card by himself. So
True.
I also did Last Ditch Effort. Really, no reason. Cool art.
I like that card.
Yeah,
very cool art.
cool art.
Maui. It's always Maui time.
Yeah, I also did Pinocchio, Talking Puppet.
Ooh.
He had his day in the limelight a long time ago, being able to exert characters. So, maybe him alongside an Elsa.
It's the one that Brad would say, Ice Spikes would like a word with you. Blurple players have Ice Spikes now. They don't need Pinocchio. He's yesterday's news.
And then my last one is Mama Odie, Voice of Wisdom.
Mama Odie.
6 cost uninkable. Whenever this character quests, you may move up to 2 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. Mostly because, like Andy said earlier, I think that moving damage is still going to stick around. So if Belle doesn't, I think that Mama Odie could still be good. There's a lot of damage moving abilities in the recent sets for Ruby Amethyst. So that's my last one.
Awesome.
Brad?
I have 2. I have Olaf, Friendly Snowman. He's a 1/3 drop from Amethyst in set 1. I think everybody loves Olaf, and there are different variations of 1/3s. We'll talk about the mini and Ruby later, or maybe only I will. But the Olaf, Friendly Snowman is one of them. The other one is the tower, the location that makes everybody quest for one more. Just move there for free.
It's the broom location.
We finally got a tower. We finally got a location being.
I had one earlier. It was Atlantica.
Yeah,
I thought we deemed that was a fake
nobody
card.
Heard that one.
I thought that was a fake card. I thought you guys were pranking me there.
You're a fake card.
Got him.
Yeah, that was good. For the commons, we already know Pooh Honey Wizard will exist. Enchanted. I also had Belle Untrained Mystic, damage moving, love it. Magic Carpet Flying Rug. It's evasive, exert to move a character to a location. I don't think locations are going away. This carpet kind of seems interesting. And then the big one I think I would put most of my money on, most of my chips on, would be the Maleficent Sorceress. 3 cost 2/2. When you play this character, you may draw a card. I do think that one.
I have that one as well, actually.
Nice.
Yep.
I think that one fits Amethyst just chef's kiss perfectly.
Dang.
I want it back in the meta. I want to go back to those days.
I don't know you're gonna get that, but maybe. Who's next?
Brad. Vince. Vince will go next. Okay. He's ready.
I put the Forbidden Mountain.
D tier card. What? Sorry, did I say something? I had something caught in my throat.
I mean, honestly, that's the reason why I put it on there, is for our
for that dig.
Our friends over at the Forbidden Mountain. Yeah,
for that dig is specifically. Yeah,
I love you.
Because otherwise, if it's rotated out, do they have to close as a podcast?
Oh, wow.
Vincent. There's always a spot on the Rules of Villainy for you, Dick Burns, if you'd like. Just hit it.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I did the joking meme.
And then the other one I have is Louisa Madrigal, Magically Strong One.
Ooh, that's the Rush, or is that the big boy?
It's the Rush 4/3.
I almost put her on my list. Yeah. Yep. My list is I'm sure I'm not going to pair with anybody on these. I have Magic Broom Bucket Brigade, Magic Broom Illuminary Keeper, and Magic Broom Swift Cleaner. Do you?
I have the Illuminary Keeper.
Yeah, let's go.
I want you to know I have no brooms.
I know you don't, because you're no fun.
That was my only broom.
To my brooms.
Kirsten, what do you got? Oh, Brad, you still have more. I thought, is it? Wait, let me guess. Magic Broom.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
I was so close.
No. I also have 3 legendaries that aren't coming, but I had Swift Cleaner, Magic Broom, and the Poor Unfortunate. The
I
common.
put Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Oh,
Okay, Brad, just for the listeners and the viewers out there, real quick, how sad are you? What are those 3 legendaries? Because clearly there's not going to be 3 legendaries in Amethyst. But you put
I put
3 for
Ursula-
some reason anyway.
I put Ursula Power Hungry. Well, we didn't know how many there were.
There's
Time,
only
right?
ever
Now we
been
know-
2 legendaries per color in a set, Brad. You thought they
Yeah,
were
no,
going
but
to do 3.
They could have
You
put
were
more.
you were
could've
really
put more.
ambitious. Okay, what are the 3? You got Ursula. What else?
Ursula Power Hungry, mostly because it's the first rule of villainy. It's a multiplayer. We've talked about the podcast quite a bit. Yensid, of course, because of my wanting to get the brooms there, and then Elsa's Spirit of Winter because it's a beautiful card. It's the Chase Enchanted.
We did mention this on the main podcast where they might consider changing rarities, and as of yet, we know that that's not something that would happen. But I will say Yensid would definitely be a card that I think would be a good candidate for a different rarity.
The problem is Yensid is nothing without all of the brooms. You need to bring back
No,
all the
I
brooms
agree.
in order to bring
I
back.
agree.
Yeah, but I'm
I
with
saw
you.
a broom
I could
deck
see
You're
with
right.
CCS with only 4 brooms in
being-
there. Or 8
being
maybe.
reprinted as like a rare.
So what you're
Like
telling
that-
Brad is there's a chance. Okay,
I'm giving
you,
him
guys.
some hope.
you're giving him
Thank
some
you,
hope.
guys.
Okay, well,
I appreciate it.
Kirsten, what
I
do
have
you?
3
got?
Amethyst cards. They're common. I've got Pua Potbelly Pig because he's cute,
Yes.
and I want it. I did Dolores Madrigal for the Madrigal theme and draw a card.
Nice.
That's why I didn't pick Maleficent. And then I did Dr. Facilier the Charlatan because I don't know. Because I did.
I did.
Why not?
All right. Emerald.
And to Ruby.
Oh.
No.
Forget Emerald.
Yeah, they're not reprinting anything in Emerald. I had a talk with them.
Yeah?
Emerald is a color is going away.
I
Well,
did
like
have a
that.
super rare for this. Just one.
Well, speaking of Dr. Facilier, I had Dr. Facilier Fortune Teller for Emerald.
Wow.
The 7-cost evasive 4/4. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character can't quest during their next turn. Honestly, the artwork is really, really cool, and I don't really care about Emerald. It's a terrible color, like Vince said. As long as there's no discard cards getting reprinted, I'm happy. I'm joking. No one else probably had that one, right?
I'm joking.
Nope.
I'm joking. I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
No one else is gonna have my other one either, so I'll just get this out of the way. It's Helga Sinclair, Femme Fatale.
I almost did.
As
I almost did.
Specky would say, what a woman. Shift. It's a Floodborn. I think Floodborn sticks around, and dealing damage to damaged characters is an Emerald staple. So why not keep it up? Do what you do best.
I tell you what, B Squared would be happy that you're saying that she's being reprinted.
He likes that card.
She's
Yeah,
a
I
thirst
think he
card.
revealed that card actually.
Ooh. Okay.
Did anybody else have either of those?
I did not.
Of course.
All
Not.
right.
I'm too niche.
Brad?
I almost did Helga. I thought I had Genie on the job, but I don't. The only super rare that I have is the Cheshire Cat from the Shadows, mainly because I like the card a lot. I think the art is great, but I think they've been doing a lot of attention to Wonderland. I think that that Shift Cat is a pretty good card. He's evasive, and you can just exert him to banish a damaged character.
I remember when you tried to play that once, Brad.
I did play it a lot, and
was
it worked
jank.
really well. It wasn't. How about Kirsten?
I did Zeus, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Ooh, the one where he gets
Because
strength equal to the
to
person
chosen
he's
character, like any character, doesn't
okay,
matter.
Nice.
Super cool card for limited.
Yeah.
Cool art.
Really
All
cool
right.
card in general.
I also had 2. So I did Lyle Tiberius Rourke,
Ooh.
It's a good one.
Cunning Mercenary. And then the second one, I was so close to Genie, but at the last minute, I said Mother Gothel, Selfish Manipulator.
Interesting. Mother Gothel's gotten a lot of love lately
What is
too,
that
so it's
one?
I do like that.
That's the one.
Can't
While
quest.
this character's exerted, opposing characters can't quest.
That is pretty spicy. Pretty
Yeah.
spicy.
So
Make it exerted, put a bodyguard down, give it ward, lock the board down. That'd be pretty good. Anyone else have any others? All right. Rares. I have a card that I hope gets reprinted. Please reprint Morph Space Goo.
That's on
So
mine.
amazing. They have Baymax Universal Shift. They need the Universal the goo. They need the goo. Hashtag
They
save the
need
goo.
the goo.
Reprint the goo. I also had Cricky, Lucky Cricket. Pretty cool card.
Awesome.
Love me some Cricky. I had Genie Powers Unleashed. This was another card where I think if there were some other cards gone, this might be decent. Shift 6, evasive, 3/5, quest for 3. Whenever this character quests, you may play an action with cost 5 or less for free. That's free real estate. So I love me some for free cards. I would love to see this get some play. And then the last one I had is We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Yep.
So I'm not going to talk about that one. Anyway.
Also had that one as well.
I again only had one for Emerald. It was Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo because they're making it a
that.
playmat.
That's on my list.
They're making it a
That's
playmat.
literally
That's
my
smart.
reason is because it's gonna be a playmat.
That is
so I was
smart,
like, well, maybe.
Very smart. Very, very smart. Brad, what do you got? You had Morph on your list. You had Bruno on your list. You had
Bibbidi.
And Bibbidi. And Cricky.
And Bibbidi. And Cricky. Yep.
What
I'm
else?
trying to get my list here in order to stay on top of everything. Let's see here. Kirsten and Brad had that one. All right. Rares, the ones that we haven't mentioned. The Flynn Rider, his own biggest fan. That's the Shift Flynn from set 3 or 4.
Nope.
No?
That encourages discard. Nope. Not allowed.
Oh, okay. So that's not happening apparently. And then nobody else had that one. Robin Hood Daydreamer, rare card. That he is a 4 quester. He was in the starter, the single player decks. But yeah, he's a vanilla card, 4/5, and just a beautiful, beautiful card. And they've got, again, like Kirsten said, with the upcoming Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo mat, they have sleeves for this. They have a deck box for it. I think it's one of those staple great art cards that they want to promote, like they're doing with Honey Wizard. So that is on my list as well. After that, I have the controversial one is Prince John, Greediest of All.
And we're back.
Somebody would want to.
Here in the Rules of Villainy now. Permanent new co-host Kirsten will be replacing the mayor. The mayor has been impeached, unfortunately. It was a bit of a coup, but I think we all want Prince John, really, mate?
Yeah, I think
how
my stance on that is that it's the package. It's the whole thing. Like, he's fine if there's not so many discard options available, because I don't think they're reprinting Sudden Chill.
I mean, if they reprint all of those discard options, that's fine. It's the problem is that they're able to go +1 off of it by gaining the card draw from Prince John, and there's no interaction you can have with the Prince John. So if they discard my whole hand and they spend their whole hand doing it, that's fine. I'll be okay. But if they discard my whole hand and they keep their entire hand, I'm cooked, mate.
I don't think, in my mind, I think in an ideal world, because he's a 1/2, he quests for 2, he never turns sideways, and when he turns sideways, he immediately goes away. I think if there's less discard options, which is hard to do because of all the discard options but I think another controversial. This is where we're going to be controversial, because Emerald is probably the most controversial color in the game. I think that Prince John can stay if Sudden Chill goes, if Ursula Deceiver goes. There's still other discard options, but those are 2 cards that I would pick, putting those away and keeping Prince John, and he's not drawing as often as he used to. But I don't know. That's
I think
maybe wishful thinking. But
I think you need to cut off the Prince John problem, and you can leave the discard entirely. Then you don't care about the discard package at all. It's no problem. It's
Brad, you have 7 rares on your list.
I have one more.
What's your last one?
Last one is the Muses.
Oh my goodness, bro! Are you a paid shill for Zan Syed and the Emerald Steel Mafia? What is this? Brad, you've heard it here first. For the Rules of Villainy, the mayor is being paid off by Big Discard.
And we all know Vince just didn't pick any cards. So moving on to the next.
I didn't want to, but I picked Morph Space Goo.
Nice.
As Andy did, just because I feel like it's one of those cards that Emerald needs for its shift purposes. Really, like it gives it the flexibility there. I also did, much like Andy did and others inks for the Sing Together, I did Under the Sea here.
Under the Sea.
Just because, like, I think
Under the
one of
sea.
those things that
Darling,
is going
it's
to be
better.
needed.
Oh, I lied. I have one more.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get to you in just a second.
I actually have two more.
I also had Cusco Temperamental Emperor.
That was one of them. That was one.
No touchy. No touchy.
And then, as much as I can't believe I'm saying this, I am Curse Merfolk, I think.
Oh, wow.
Curse Merfolk is fine. The discard is fine.
Voluntary
John
discard.
is the
That's
problem.
voluntary discard.
Prince John is the problem.
Yeah,
It's me, Prince John. I'm the problem.
All right. What's your last one, Brad?
Under the Sea.
Oh, okay. So you also have Under the Sea. Gee.
Hot crustacean band.
All right. Let's just kind of move this along. Let's do commons and uncommons together if we can.
Sure.
So who wants to start?
I'll speed run it. Ursula Deceiver. Targeted discard is fine. Prince John is the problem. Cheshire Cat. No
Have that
touchy,
one.
but slightly smaller. Awesome art. Ring the Bell. Damaged characters have no place being on an Emerald board. Vision Slab. Again, we love the damage in Emerald. Donald Duck. Floodborns. Keep them around. Plus, everyone draws a card. Who doesn't love that? And then Mad Hatter. No touchy, but I drawly if you touchy. Pegasus, we know, is coming back because it is that gorgeous promo for the DLC participation. Enchantress, kind of like...
Ooh, I got that one too.
Yeah, kind of like the Curse Merfolk. The Emerald has this sort of, if you attack me or you challenge me, you bad things will happen to you. Jacques, Connoisseur of Climbing. I love that one. Reckless. We got a bunch of characters that do that, like Louis and stuff now, so maybe he doesn't come back, but I just love that card. And then Tinkerbell, Most Helpful. Evasive during your turn only. Like it gives a character evasive during this turn when it's played. But it has evasive, 4 cost 2/3, quest for 2. I think it's just like a really cool character from from set 1 that could be pretty good.
I almost did her.
Okay, someone else go. You're not going to go as fast.
I can go.
I sped run it.
All right. So I did Ursula's Trickery, draw cards, cool, great, and discard, but it's not as bad discard. I did Bounce because it's a cute card. I did Kick Cloud Kicker because that's fine.
I did
you
that
just
one.
bounce
Yep.
character back to your hand. That's cool.
Same here.
I'm not mad at it. Same thing with Mother Knows Best. I think it's a key card in that deck. Got to keep that around, but it's not too overpowered. I also did Sign Contract because of the songs and everything coming up. So maybe that. And then obviously I did Bucky because I feel like they're just going to keep torturing us and just like, we're going to reprint the Bucky.
I have that on my list as well. Just
my
because
God.
I think the errata, because the errata didn't get into as many hands as it needed to be.
And this will be an opportunity for them to like really print like an official version. Anyway, commons. I did improvise, card draw. Cool, nice, that's great. Enchantress, we already went over that. Megara, pulling the strings. +2 whenever you play the character to another character. I did Airfoil. If you've played 2 or more actions, draw a card, because I think that's a way we're going with all of the actions and, maybe a Christmas deck. And then I did Ray, Easygoing Firefly, because he's the only one, and that's a darn cute card.
It is a cute card. That's a really good card.
Evasive, 3/3, quest for 3, heck yeah. Anyway, that's my list.
Because I did so many rares, I only have 3 here. There, I have the Pegasus Shift line, the Cloud Racer. I have Flynn Rider, Charming Rogue, Challenge Me, discard a card, and Kick Cloud Kicker, which we already talked about.
Commons, Brad?
And Bucky. No commons.
No commons. Vince.
So I did Diablo Maleficent Spy just to see your deck. We already said Bucky, Squirrel Squeak Tutor, Mother's Knows Best for the reasons that Kirsten said. Cusco's Palace.
Cusco's Palace.
Cusco's Palace. Arthur, Trained Swordsman. Honestly, mostly I just said that because I really want that artwork to find its way on a playmat.
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous. It's one of my favorite artworks in the entire game. It just happens to be in my least favorite ink color.
Have you seen the custom? One of our teammates has a custom playmat
Yeah,
with
Megan.
that art.
Megan.
It's so nice.
So
I wasn't gonna rat them out. What if they're gonna what if now Mickey Mouse is gonna come find them and
Didn't make
send
it.
them into
Mad Hatter because
Give
of
it
the
back your
card
Jafar
draw.
bat.
A sudden chill in here. Kit
Oh,
Cloud.
blue.
Sudden
What?
Chill?
Boo.
What?
Boo, dude.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Sudden Chill's
Keep going.
fine. Sudden Chill's fine. It's Prince John's the problem.
Well, I also just think that I think when we did this, like, I think it's unlikely that Ursula Deceiver of All gets reprinted, and so I think like the potential of dual thing this is unlikely to occur.
You don't think Deceiver of All gets reprinted at all?
No, I don't.
No.
They had to
Deceiver of
errata
All.
that card. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
right,
I feel
you
like
could
this is
dream
the
one.
opportunity to fix the card and everything too. I thought she's such a good card. Like, and
What do you mean they had
she's
to
on my
errata
list,
that?
but I guess we're not getting it. But
What do you
eventually,
mean?
maybe.
What do you mean they had to errata that card?
It's a
She
Dreamborn
was-
slash
she was-
Storyborn. It's like
Oh,
irrelevant
I see
errata.
what you're
Irrelevant
saying.
errata, yeah.
Yeah, just a terminology one.
The
But
classification. I gotcha.
Anyway,
You got any others?
Anyway.
is that all emerald?
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck. Okay, most cards discards, right?
Yeah, and the other one was Donald Duck, Perfect Gentleman, which I think you said.
I said, yeah. Yep.
Yep. So should we move on to Ruby?
Ruby card predictions for Disney Lorcana's Fabled. We've got to do it
Are we
by...
doing like super rare and rare?
Yeah, we'll
And then we'll do uncommon and common together like we did before?
Sure.
Well, we could do super rare and rare separately.
Yeah,
And then we can do common
think
and
so.
uncommon. I feel like there's more to talk about with the super rares and rares. I think.
Definitely. Yeah. I had for super rare Raya, Fierce Protector. Whenever this character challenges another character, gain 1 lore for each damaged character you have in play. It's a lot of text. It's a lot to take in. Ultimately, I think damaged characters will matter for Ruby. I think they're going to lean into that a little more. I think they want to maybe start getting into this self-damaging, things like putting Teeth and Ambitions, which might not get rotated, might get rotated out anyway. But, some of these cards that put damage on, like the new Hades or something, isn't that bad. In fact, it can help a lot of these characters. So Raya, I think, gets reprinted and maybe has some play. Then I've got Prince Eric. We've got Expert Helmsman. He is a 4-cost uninkable 2/2. When he's banished, you get to banish something else. I don't know. I just really like this character. I think this card should keep playing. I want to see this card in the meta. I think it's really good. It's like aggressive Ruby with the Ruby removal in it. So
yeah, I think that's a good choice. I didn't have that, but I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
I went. Oh, this should be of no surprise to long-time listeners.
Tremaine.
Lady Germaine, Imperious Queen.
I purposefully didn't say it because I knew that you would.
I also I honestly I think Ruby's all about removal, and so I went with a removal kind of tool here. And so I almost thought about Prince Eric, but then I was like, you know what? I really think they still have to reprint Madame Medusa as well. So I think
Medusa. You think both Ladies in Chairs get reprinted?
I mean, we got to keep on. Ladies in Chairs got to keep on.
I don't have
rolling.
Keep on.
I don't have Medusa.
No Ladies in Chairs for anyone else. Brad, what do you got?
I have Tremaine. I didn't have. I don't have Medusa.
What do you got, Brad?
I have Flynn, friend of me. Yeah. Like guys complained about him too long, but now he's finally starting to see some play in some.
In what decks? In what deck?
The deck that you just played in the set championship, sir.
Bad deck. All right.
But no, I don't know. I threw him on there. I don't think I have any super rares on my list at the moment.
Kirsten,
All
did you
right.
pick a super rare?
I have 2 for Ruby.
Okay.
I did Ariel Adventurous Collector. When you play a song, chosen character of yours gains evasive at the start of your turn. I think because maybe like with Ruby potentially getting singers
Yeah.
in the next set, that she could be useful. And the other one was for really no reason at all other than I just picked it. Mulan the Imperial Soldier. No good
Starter
reason.
deck special.
Starter deck special.
That's whenever they banish someone, everyone else gets an extra lore, right? or whenever they challenge or something like that.
During your
That's
turn,
whenever they're
whenever
banished.
this character banishes another character,
Yep.
and a challenge your other character is +1 lore this turn. I'm sorry,
Yep.
Kirsten.
Yep. I'm on board with that. I do think the challenging meta is something that Ruby will stick with its ink identity. Speaking to is that everyone's gone to super rare, right?
Yep.
Speaking
Okay.
on that, my rares, my first one is Shere Khan, Menacing Predator. Brad's got
Rule
that
of Villainy.
one too, with a Rule
I got
of
that one
Villainy.
too.
Getting stuff because you challenge is Ruby's thing. It's gonna happen. On the also on that we have Super Peepo.
I have
I
that
had
too.
that one.
Challenge, get something. That's Ruby. I have On Your Feet now. Ready all
wow.
your characters, deal 1 damage to each of them. So again, I think Ruby's going to start leaning a little more to this. It's okay to take a couple bits of damage here and there if you get something positive out of it. And it'll mean pairing with Amethyst is even better because you move that damage around. You give yourself a little bit of damage, you move it over to your opponent. I think that is the way we are headed here. So On Your Feet, see some play that gets reprinted. I also have my first location, RLS Legacy. It's good. It's not great. It could be a lot better in a different meta, and I think it deserves a chance. And then this is the only time I think I went over the 4 that I predicted, which actually worked out kind of great because, it turns out there's going to be more, but I put Be Prepared in there just
Yep.
because it
Me
kind
too.
of
I did as well.
felt
Did
weird
everybody do
to
that?
not have Be
Everybody
Prepared.
I think we all did.
Um,
You have to have
and
be prepared.
I also,
Has to be.
Right?
part of me thought maybe they'd print a different version of Be Prepared, like something else. But as I think Vince pointed out earlier, they talked about this implication with Infinity format, where if they don't reprint Be Prepared, and instead they print I don't know, 5 cost, like banish all non-ally characters. I don't know, something weird, something that hits most everything, something that's almost as good as Be Prepared. Well, now you just got decks that have like 8 Be Prepareds in them, essentially. So, I think maybe Be Prepared has to come back. Maybe I'm just hedging my bets, but those are my rares. Kirsten?
I only have 2 more on top of the ones that we shared. It was Minnie Mouse, Wide-Eyed Diver. Just because I think actions is such a needed or a necessary thing with the Maui Shark, and I don't think Maui Shark is going to go away anytime soon. So whenever you play a second action this turn, this character gets +2 lore, and she's evasive as well. And then no good reason at all other than he never got to see the light of day was Maui Whale.
Yeah. Whale meta.
Well, meta.
Whale meta. Yeah, can't ready at the start of your turn, but you tap, pay 2 ink, ready the character.
And he's a what?
Ink
8/8.
West for the rest
Yeah.
of the turn. Yeah, he's an 8/8. So
Yeah.
I mean, you just pay 4 ink and there goes your mana. Bye.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Brad?
My turn. Yeah, I have Lumiere, Fiery Friend. We
Ooh,
talked
good
about him
one.
earlier on with the strength boost.
I have him as well.
Yeah, and then I
Nice.
have Bee King Undisputed because I'm a sucker for Scar songs. 4 cost unequal song.
Nice.
The character opponent chooses to banish a character.
Tremaine,
I got
nobody.
Maui's. Yep, I have Maui's Fishhook.
Ooh,
Anybody? No.
nice. You don't really
And I have
need Maui's Fishhook though, because if Maui Hero to All doesn't come back, if you don't say that one next,
I'm saying that one next.
okay, then Maui's
I have
Fishhook is
both of
left
those.
as good. Isn't as good because Maui's Shark already has the evasive, right? And has a lot of strength. But you're saying
I
Hero to
think
All?
I'm saying Hero to All, and I forgot I have one more. Sorry, I don't have rarities listed here.
You
Teeth
said
and Ambitions.
2, and now you're on 3 already.
Teeth and Ambitions. Okay. I
Yep.
think Maui Hero to All is
I don't think
a
it's
long
good,
shot.
unfortunately.
Long
think so?
shot, mate. That card
Too
is
good.
pretty strong. Vince, what about you? Maui Hero to All coming back? You got it on your list?
No, I don't have it on my list.
What do you got?
I do have sorry, trying to the only one that wasn't said already was LeFou Instigator.
Ooh, the fan that flames on a body.
Yeah, so that is the only one. that I have that is unique to that hasn't
Nice.
been said.
Uncommons and commons. Vince, you want to read off your list of uncommons and commons here?
So yeah, let's see. For commons, we'll say the Stitch little rocket.
Nice.
Just because
Good play, Matt.
Yeah. Also, just because I think on my list here. Yeah.
Although arguably, I don't think you really need Stitch Little Rocket when you have the Phantom Blot.
That is true.
Nobody knows
That's true. That is true.
who or
That's
what he really is or what
it
he's
probably
planning.
does mean that won't get reprinted.
Yeah.
But then there's I also had Pegasus Flying Steed.
Ooh, nice.
I didn't really think to look and see what had been functionally already
Right.
reprinted. And I probably should have done that, because had I done that, I would not have put Stitch Little Rocket on there. Given also it's more embarrassing that that's one of the cards we revealed. I did put Brawl on here.
You did too.
Same.
I have Brawl. Yep.
We all have
And
Brawl.
then
It's so bad they can have it.
I also have Pongo, Old Rascal.
Ooh, the
And-
evasive.
Yes. And Gaston, Arrogant Hunter.
The
Nice.
reckless.
Reckless. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then for uncommons, if I pull back up, I have probably a long shot, but I do like the card, is A Pirate's Life.
Brad's
I
kicking
don't
you
know.
off the podcast.
Yeah. Well, I've already been kicked off, so one of you two guys.
Well, we're
I
down
also
Vince
have-
and Brad now.
I also have a location here with Jolly Roger.
Oh, I
Samesies.
put that one too.
Same
Nice.
Z's.
I have Minnie Mouse, Stylish Surfer.
I put
I
that
have
one
that one.
too.
Two
I have that
vanilla.
one.
Two vanilla.
Two
vanilla.
vanilla.
Two vanilla for me.
Whatever.
Two
I
vanilla.
put it in there because Figaro was on the surfboard.
Aw.
And then I also have Dragon.
I have
Dragonfire?
Dragonfire as well.
Yep.
Kirsten?
Kirsten.
Did not.
No.
So I only have 3 left that have been called out for uncommon. So I did the Sumerian talisman. Yeah,
Nice.
I like that one. And it's card draw, so that's cool. I also did Queen of Hearts, Sensing Weakness.
The big one?
Thought about
Whenever
it.
one of your characters, 5 cost 4/3. Whenever one of your characters
A
challenges
shift
other
to-
characters, you may draw a card.
The shift
Yep.
2 made me
Yeah,
not
shift
do
2.
that because I feel like that's too overpowered.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't pay attention to that. I just picked a card. And then I did Hercules, Daring Demigod, because I
Oh,
didn't
let's
think
go.
they were going to reprint Maui.
Same. I did Hercules as well.
And
Nice.
then for my commons, I did Vitalosphere. It's
Same.
not good enough. You can keep it. Doesn't draw a card. Brawl, we already said that one. Tigger, one of a kind, because he's one of a kind. And again, action heavy. So when you play an action, he gets +2. And then I did Minnie, always classy. Yes, it's a vanilla card, but she's like, that's
Classy.
like class. That's classy Minnie. Like you gotta bring her back. Anyway, that's it. I'm done.
So
I have always classy as well, and the only uncommon that's not mentioned that I
is what,
that
Brad?
was under the Mother Gothel.
Mother
Oh yeah.
with
Okay.
the
Enters with damage.
the damage on play. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
also had damage on play Mulan because I think
Oh, yeah?
having damage on characters had Vitalosphere, had Brawl, had Jolly Roger, Dragonfire, Hercules. I also went with a couple items for Ruby. Shield of Virtue, I think, has a place. Medallion weights. I really want that card to do good. So I have that in here. I think that is one that right on the cusp of being awesome. And then I also had the most diabolical scheme. Banish chosen
Ooh,
villain of yours
thought
to
about
banish chosen character, because you know what? Sometimes the villains have to take one for the team in order to get some of their schemes done. Okay. So those are my Ruby commons and uncommons.
And of course, Maleficent Dragon.
Yes,
don't
we
think
all
we
know
said it.
Maleficent Dragon is coming back. That is the one singular one we know spoiled, I believe, for Ruby.
That's all I care about.
But yeah,
But that's a legendary.
it is a legendary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Alright.
we're not talking legendaries for the most part. but-
Mostly we're not talking legendaries because of Bruno.
Sapphire.
Because of Bruno. Next up, we've got Sapphire reprints. Super rare. I have Scrooge McDuck, richest duck in the world. The big theme for me in Sapphire is I think Sapphire is just going to like dive headfirst, like Scrooge McDuck into his gold coins. I think they're going to dive into items as much as they possibly can. They're going to try and make some of these failed item synergy cards work better. So the Scrooge McDuck, during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may play an item for free. I think that card maybe gets played. It's also got not shift, it's evasive during your turn, so that's pretty nice. The other one I had is Tinkerbell, very clever fairy. Whenever one of your items is banished, you may put that card into your ink while face down and exerted. Again, items, and then ramp is obviously the other ink identity. So I think this fits Sapphire very, very well. Those were the two super rares I had. It looks like we got a couple people with Tinkerbell. No one had Scrooge. Kirsten, what else did you have?
I only had one other Sapphire other than a Tink, and it was the Wendy Darling Authority on Peter Pan.
I have that one.
Ward 3-1.
Yeah. Ward 3-1 with support.
You aggro degenerates. Anyway, what else did you have, Brad?
I had Cogsworth, Grandfather Clock.
Of course.
Yep, I think that he's a great card. And then I had Aurora, Dreaming Guardian.
Okay.
She's been around since that one, the shift target or the shift line for Aurora, and I have Aerial Tractor, banking on that items that you're talking about.
How many super rares?
4.
So 4. There's 3. Just to be clear, 3 super rares per set, per color, for every single set in Lorcana for the past 8 sets.
Player. What do you expect?
And you predicted 4.
How do we not know that with the reprints at the time that we made this list that they're not going to include or upgrade those?
No,
those
total
numbers.
though. There was 204 cards in a set. That's 3 super rares per color. Even if all 3 of them were reprints, you predicted there'd be 4. There's never been 4 super rares in any single color in any set of Lorcana.
I thought if they're at the time we didn't know they were bringing back so many reprints, and I thought that
they could bring back all reprints. It still wouldn't be 4, Brad. There's only 3 allowed.
Anyway,
I guess maybe I just didn't do this right.
He's hedging his bets. He's hedging his bets.
I didn't think about it either, Brad. There were some I didn't have any, so it's fine.
Very true.
Yeah.
So,
Vince, what else? What did you have?
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I got Brad's. You got Wendy Darling,
Cogsworth, Aurora, and Ariel. One of those is
the items Ariel, right? Is it the items?
Treasure collector. Treasure collector.
Oh no, treasure collector. The one that if you have more items, it gets plus, and it's got ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There were a lot that I wanted to bring back because of their item synergy. But Vince, what did you have?
You had a Dreaming Guardian or Treasure Lore Guardian?
Dreaming Guardian.
I just want to make sure I got our list right.
But we have the list already, Vince. You don't have to write them down as we go.
I'm just putting them down here anyway as we're doing them. Brad and Kirsten both had mine. It was Aerial Treasure Collector, just because I think they're going to lean into the items, and I don't think we're going to get Tamatoa back.
Nope.
And Wendy Darling, as both Kirsten and Brad have put on there.
Anybody else have Cogsworth?
No, he's too good. He's not getting reprinted.
I also
Vince
think
Vince isn't really a big fan of Resist as a mechanic overall, so he probably wouldn't put Cogsworth.
No, here my thought is that I think this is a great opportunity for them to look back on what these ink identities really are and to reinforce them. And I just actually think like Cogsworth doesn't quite do what Sapphire wants to do.
Very fair. Resist is more of a steal kind of thing in general. Well, we got some rares. Vince, what rares do you have for Sapphire here?
All right. So I have Let It Go.
Let It
Me
Go.
Because if it's not been said already, one of my picks for Legendary was Hades.
So you think they're both coming back? That's interesting. Hades and Let It Go. Bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off.
I don't think Let It Go's coming back.
What? They made a promo and then they aren't going to reprint it? What?
Anyway, what is the other one, Ben?
Let it a whole new world. What?
I think Maurice's Workshop gets reprinted.
Got that one too.
And I also had Gaston.
Ooh.
Intellectual powerhouse. Let's
Big brain
go.
Gaston.
Love that.
Nice.
I only had one.
That's probably my favorite.
One.
subtitle in
What do
the
you
game.
think?
Kirsten only had one rare. Wait, what?
No, I had one other than Let It Go,
Oh,
and it was the Ariel Who's It Collector.
I had that one as well.
When you play an item, ready the character.
Vince, what did you just say before Kirsten started?
I said I also had Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
yeah,
Winnie
me
the
too.
Pooh.
We having a think? Yeah,
The ramp,
let's
the
go.
ramping poo.
Yeah,
Having a
my
ramp poo.
Nice.
let's not say it that way.
You also had Lego, Kirsten?
Yeah, I had Let It Go too.
I had the Who's It Collector, Maurice's Workshop. I also had Ariel's Grotto, Secret Place. If you have 3 or more
Wow.
items in play, this location gets +2. That would make it the cheapest 2 lore location by having 3 items in play. Don't act like there aren't 10 different ways to do that right now. Then we got Heart of Tafiti. I do not think that Fishbone Quill is coming back. And so I think we will have to supplement it with the other more creative 3-cost ramp tools, Heart of Tafiti being one of them. And then finally, I had Audrey Ramirez, the engineer. Ward, that's a Sapphire thing. And then whenever this character quests, remember, ready one of your items. Which items? I mean, Sapphire loves items. So
Yeah.
So for uncommons,
wait, I haven't done my first.
Oh, I'm
Brad's
sorry. I thought
first.
you did.
Go.
Yeah,
He's got 12 of them.
I do.
Oh my
I have.
goodness.
I didn't know what to do with Sapphire, honestly, because there's so much that it does with ramp and everything. It's not 12. I promise you, it's not 12. It is Hiram.
11. Hiram.
Yeah,
Wait,
but yeah.
Hiram is
Hiram's
banned,
banned.
bro.
What?
Hiram is banned.
Yeah, for currently.
You think Hiram's gonna get reprinted and then unbanned and fabled?
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
banned. It's
Oh.
permanently banned from constructed. It's legal and
Permanently.
limited.
It's not permanently.
Yeah, it is.
But wait.
No,
I just
yeah.
want to make sure we understand this.
He can be taken off
It's
of
a
the
constructed
I just want to
ban
make sure we
list.
understand this. You are
Yeah,
predicting.
but it can come off of the list.
Right. It can. Yep. I mean, there is no without the chance of parole for any of these characters put on the ban list currently. But I just want to make sure we're clear here. You, Brad, the mayor of Lorcana, are predicting that in Disney Lorcana's Fabled set, they will reprint Hiram Flaversham, Toymaker, and subsequently unban him from core constructed. Is that yes or no to the jury, please?
To the first part. Yeah, I don't know. I thought, they'll bring Hiram back.
Oh my god. Why would they bring back a card that is banned from core constructed? What is the point?
I don't know. Maybe it
How do
comes
we
off of it.
remove them from the
Anyway,
game?
Oh
what's
my
the
Anyway,
next
let's
card,
move on.
Brad?
Let's move on. I had Friend Like Me. So
You
you
would
can laugh
want to
at that
move
one
on.
too.
Friend Like Me is fine. That card's not banned, Brad. I swear.
Let him move on.
You have Fortisphere and then
Friend Like Me. I did have Fishbone Quill. I didn't know what to do with the list. I had Great Stone Dragon as well. I think that's a really
that's
good
an
card.
uncommon card though. You're supposed to do rare.
Oh yeah. Sorry. How Far I'll Go, I think, is rare, right? Or is that uncommon?
That's uncommon as well.
That's uncommon.
All right.
You could
all right.
sort
So
by
then,
rarity on.
I'm looking at a notepad from my list from last week. I'm not looking at
Just
Dreamboard.
do the rest of it. You're the last one doing rare anyway, Brad. So just run it.
Yeah, just go through it.
all the common and uncommon. Just run
Just
it.
doing. Just read
All
all
right,
your.
How Far I'll Go.
Yes.
Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, Popsicle, Anna Braving the Storm, Develop Your Brain, and my legendary was Belle, Strange but Special.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Develop is
so-
good. I love the Zootopia call out.
Thank you.
Judy
So
and Nick back.
I also had Great Stone Dragon.
I did too.
Thank you.
I did too.
Did you have Hiram?
We all had that. I had
No.
Montanui as well on
Okay.
my list of uncommons. I had Judy Hopps.
I had Judy because
All
Hiram's
right.
gone. That's why I picked her.
I had Hiram coming back, guys.
I have Grandma Tala.
I do too.
I don't.
The storyteller, right? The 2-drop.
The legendary, please.
Yeah, the 2-drop. Yes.
I think we broke the bear.
I also have Flim Heart Glom Gold.
Is that
Oh,
is that a
okay.
vanilla card?
During your turn, this character gains evasive.
So basically, vanilla card.
Kind of, I guess. And then
Anyway.
Scuttle.
Scuttle.
I
I have
did
Scuttle as
Scuttle.
well. I also
Yeah.
had.
Oh, I'm sorry. I dig a little deeper too.
Okay. I had Scrooge McDuck, Uncle Moneybags, Quest,
I had that one as
pay
well.
one less for item, Greystone Dragon, Scrooge's Top Hat,
I had that one. I
item
picked
that
it
makes
just
you
for
pay less
Brad.
for item. I also had Launch.
I had that one too.
Let's go, because every color needs some removal, and best way to do it with Sapphire is with items, so Launch. And then finally, I had One Jump, ahead of the Lawman. Because I know we're keeping both ramp on 2s, but like, why not 3 ramp on 2s? Because I love One Jump. And then
So you think One Jump will be better? Will be reprinted over How Far I'll Go?
is How Far I'll Go on the chopping block?
Yes.
Set 3.
It's a
It's a
3
4.
card.
3? Oh, I
3.
said 4.
Yeah,
Set 3.
bummer. I think it's a really, really strong card, and I think they probably don't reprint it. One Jump ahead is kind of just a meme. Like, it doesn't need to be reprinted. They already have better 2 ramp. My one cost, or my commons, are Mickey Mouse Detective. Ramp
I
on
have that one.
Ramp on 3's coming back, and then Don't Hate Me, Don't At Me, Popsicle.
Hiram.
Popsicle.
I had Popsicle too.
Popsicle.
Same Popsicle. I also have McDuck Manor.
McDuck Manor. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Here's the thing.
Vanilla.
Here's
It's very vanilla.
Some of these locations, though, I have brought back because we have had 2 sets without locations.
True.
And
Fair.
so if they don't reprint locations and we're not getting in the 33 mechanically new cards, we're not getting locations, we're going to have a hell of a lot less locations to play with here.
Very true.
I feel like if I were thinking about this, I'd say probably one location in each ink color is going to be reap. To
Very
give
possible.
more.
I had Ariel's Grotto in this ink color.
So yeah.
Anybody have any other cards?
I haven't gone on Vince's going, right?
Yeah, but I don't have anything that's like a lot of the commons in Sapphire are kind of like vanilla-y. Like I've got Grandma Toller, Keeper of Ancient Stories.
Oh.
Is that the 4 cost 3/3?
Yeah. The 4 cost 3/3.
That's a good card. I didn't realize that was on the block either. Rip.
I could see something like Nothing to Hide. I think that's also on my list. Each opponent reveals their hand, draw a card. I feel like we're probably at some point going to get a card like that in every ink color.
Vince likes to look at his opponent's hand.
And then the problem here is like you think you said develop your brain, right, Andy?
No, Brad did.
I did.
Brad did. Card's too good.
So.
Can't be reprinted.
I think 100% it gets reprinted.
Maybe.
Gleam as well. Banish chosen item to gain 2 lore.
Bad.
Yeah, maybe. It's item based. I think it's very item based. I also realized that in my list here of 17 cards from Sapphire that I thought would be reprint predictions, 8 are uninkable, 9 are inkable. Sapphire got a lot of uninkable cards. They're good though. They're like, it's just like these cards that are just like, man, that could be so good. Sapphire is a great color. Anyone else got anything? Kirsten, comments on comments?
Yeah, so everybody said all of my uncommons that I guess, so we're good on that. And then I also put Distract. It's like an action, but Sapphire Coil, -2, draw a card.
Okay.
I did Flounder, Voice of Reason. Yes, it's vanilla, but he's so cute.
Shout out to Citizens of Lorcana.
Flounder.
I picked Magic Golden Flower because I don't think Popsicle is going to be reprinted, and it is just another item, and you get to remove 3 damage.
Ooh, spicy.
So,
well, you know what though? I bet my guess here is Kirsten doesn't think Popsicle is going to be reprinted. I bet she thinks Fortisphere is going to be reprinted.
How dare you? How dare you?
No popsicle.
We'll see.
No.
We have to get through Sapphire and get to Steel.
Everyone chant with me. No popsicle, no playsicle. All right? We won't play. We're all quitting if popsicle doesn't get reprinted.
So
Does anybody have
anyway,
any-
I have three. I have
Jumbo
three
pop at
more.
home.
Three more commons. I did Anna braving the storm. That if you have another a hero character in play, she gets +1. I also did Hans, noble scoundrel. When you play this character, princess or queen characters, he gets a lore right off the bat. And then I did James, the role model. When you play this or when this character is banished, he goes to your inkwell.
Nice.
3/3 quest for 2. Very nice.
All right.
All
Anybody else that didn't do?
That's all I have for Sapphire.
All right.
And the
One last one.
The last in color, Steel.
What a face that was.
It was intense.
I think
This is
I'll
an
start.
intense
we all
in color.
agree, right? That Tinkerbell's being reprinted.
Yes, we all
We
agree.
know
with
it.
Tinkerbell
Tinkerbell.
Giant Fairy is a given already.
So there's only one more.
Well, unless
Well,
you're
I have
Brad,
5
and then there's
listed.
5 more.
I only
have
Yeah,
5 more.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
You
I
gotta
love
pick
it.
one.
Or if
You
you're
gotta
Kirsten,
pick
you have
one
none.
other
So my other one is Ariel, Sonic Warrior.
That's
I
the
have
picked
same
none.
her.
I figured
Yeah.
But
Kirsten.
We all
technically,
picked
I picked 2 because I didn't do the math right. So
Tinkerbell.
I didn't do math at all, apparently.
What was your other one?
my other one was Rhea, Unstoppable Force.
Uh-huh.
She's the one that has Challenger +2 and Resist +2, and during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you get to draw a card.
Interesting.
I just want to take a second. Brad has 5. There are 12 super rare cards on Steel.
I had 5 more.
So there's 12 total in the entire set,
know.
Brad.
The entire 4 sets.
Yeah.
This
There's
was one of the
12.
ones. Let me
Anyway,
let me tell you how I got to this. Is why I was
No,
stressing out
hold
over
on,
making these lists so much.
Kirsten needs to finish.
Kirsten
I'm
was
done.
Kirsten was
Oh,
done.
okay.
She only
Yeah,
only
had,
had
I thought
she
this was my
did.
spot.
She got the assignment. She did the assignment. Brad is.
Let me make fun of Brad really quick, and then when Brad retorts, no, Kirsten needs to finish. That's how. No, but no, she was done. I was stressing out about making these lists so much, and then when Andy gave me the tip, like, hey, just start at the super rares and go down. I'm like, oh, okay. And I stopped thinking about math, and I just looked at the cards that I wanted to see, and that's how we got to me having 6 Steel super rares in my list. And
Well,
we
know
talked
you
about
got Magic Broom in there, right?
that's not a super rare. Oh no, not that one. No, I don't have that in
Brigade
there.
Commander.
Look.
Yeah. I do have the Illuminary Keeper though.
all right.
look,
So let's
Brad,
get to your 5 super
Think of it
rares.
like this: you have more chances of getting one right. Okay. So here you go. What do you got?
And a cap of 2 though. I had the Sheriff of Nottingham. This is mostly a
Okay.
meme because it is the Rule of Villainy. Simba fighting Prince. That one I could do without as well. But Cinderella Stout-Hearted is one that I really like. I've always loved that card. It has the promo as well. That is very, very pretty. And then Tiana Celebrating Princess, which is another one that just didn't really kick off in set 2. But I feel like in the right deck, she could be something worth playing. But again, the 2 that we touch are Tinkerbell for sure, and I think that Sonic Warrior would be my 2 locks for the set. But I would really like to see
What if
Stout-Hearted.
being a promo was like being on the cover of Madden, where it just like jinxed you from ever being able to be reprinted? Do we have any confirmed promos that have been reprinted? Because I mean, we know A Whole New World was the world's promo and is not being reprinted. If we don't,
we don't know.
There's only like 4 more promos. Baymax
Or
is
DLC promos.
still in
Baymax,
rotation.
Cusco,
Yeah.
So I think we see. I mean, I guess we kind of do with what the new Steel, like kind of whole new world card.
Beyond the
Beyond the
Horizon.
Horizon. That's not the same.
Thank you. It's not quite the same. I do think we'll see another card like A Whole New World.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm just saying, is being a DLC challenge promo, is that a sign that
Death
you will
sentence?
a death sentence, a banishment that you will not be reprinted in the next set? We'll have to see.
Well, let's see.
Only
I don't
time
Super
will tell.
rares,
All right.
other super rares. Vince, what do you got?
We've already said them.
Oh, yours are
I-
Tinkerbell
I-
and Ariel?
I went by the math. Yeah, it was Tinkerbell and Ariel.
Okay, so we all were in agreement on Tinkerbell and Ariel, and then Brad just happened to add like 4 more on.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I added one.
wow, what an easy super rare set for steals.
Next, rares. I have 2.
2. I have 4. I did the homework.
I
What do
didn't.
you have, Kirsten?
I did Mickey Mouse Playful Sorcerer.
I did
Because
that
it's
one.
promo and hopefully it doesn't get on the chopping block, and it's like so iconic too.
Okay.
And
Mickey.
brooms.
Yeah. And then my last one is mostly for the memes. I did the wall because it's the best enchanted.
The wall. I love it.
I really hope it doesn't get reprinted,
All
but
right.
it is in my list just for meme purposes. Anyway.
Brad.
I have Strength of a Raging Fire. I
Same.
think that's a song that does come back.
Same.
It requires board presence to use. So I know we have an alternative with action, like Diffuse, I think it's called, in a current that's locked to the red steel. But I think Strength of a Raging Fire is still a good card to do that. Goofy Night for a Day. It's just a fun card. Probably not likely. Rise of the Titans. That's uncommon. So I've already gone too far. My only other one was Queen of Hearts, Capricious Monarch, because it's a rule of villainy. Probably not going to be reprinted though. And that's it.
All right, Andy.
I had strength. I have Grab Your Sword because I think it's a pretty fair card. And then I also had Felicities, No Nonsense Instructor. I do think Steel is gonna lean a little bit more into maybe like ally hero kind of synergy a little bit.
Yep.
So I had Phil, and then I misread this card. I pulled a Brad, so I read it wrong, and I thought, wow, this could be a really good character if, like, after rotation. I put on RLS's RLS Legacy's Cannon.
Oh no!
2 cost. I thought it was 2 cost, deal 2 damage to chosen character or location, but it's actually discard a card, which is kind of rough. So like maybe we just let that card die in the bulk bin where it belongs. But I gotta submit something, so maybe I get a point for it. RLS Legacy's Cannon.
It would be different if there was like a mechanic in this where you could like upgrade an item, like play an item upgrade.
We're also just waiting on the cards that say when you would discard this card from your hand, play it instead for free. Which exist in other TCGs. So then RLS's Legacy's Cannons is actually really good.
So I this is the one where I go a little outside the homework because I had 5. I had Strength of a Raging Fire.
Okay, Brad.
Yep.
Grab Your Sword. And then along came Zeus.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing. I say this
A whole new world. Storm.
No. You gotta let me finish here. It's because it is the only song that does damage to location too.
RLS Legacy's Cannon does damage to a location.
That's true though. Like we need that for location removal.
So I think you need
then you didn't remove anything from Seal Song. Then you've given them strength and and sword and Zeus.
All right, and then
and Ariel.
I have Phyllis TTs, and then my last one that I have is, and this one really the reason is because it was such an iconic card in the first chapter, and it had the Gen Con promo. Is Mickey Mouse Musketeer?
Oh, the Musketeer. Okay, none of us said Gantu. I'm really sad. Oh, he's a legendary anyway.
He's a legendary. He was in my list.
He was in your list.
Yeah.
No chance he gets reprinted.
So we've now learned that Vince, the judge, is being bribed by Big Steel. Big Steel removal. Zeus, Storm, and Sword. Or Zeus, Strength, and Sword. If he says Storm in his commons or uncommons, we know who's filling his pockets.
I don't have Storm being reprinted.
That is good.
All right.
Do we want to go through commons and uncommons? I can speed run mine here if we'd like. Frying Pan, amazing card. I think very underrated. It's Potato Captain on an item. Captain Hook's Rapier. I
did that one too.
Yeah, drawing cards with challenging, and it's banishing other characters in a challenge. So unlike Ruby, where you just have to challenge, you're just kind of reckless. You're like, I want to challenge. Steel, you have to actually get the job done. Mission accomplished. Calhoun, Thebes, we've seen a bunch of these. So Captain Hook's Rapier gives some draw to that. The Prince, Never Give Up. I kind of just didn't want to give up this card. Li Shang, Archery Instructor, evasive on your turn. I don't know. I think that was kind of just like a desperation pick. That's probably not my strongest. Simba, Rightful King.
I did that one.
Another one banishes another character in a challenge. Opposing character can't challenge the next turn. So it again has that potato captain effect on banishment. I did Simba, Future King, Hand Fixer.
I did that one.
Nice.
Yep.
Razul. I think the something when not damaged is a steel staple, and Razul I think is a pretty good one. Thebes, again, give you something on banishment. Benja, I put Benja in there. I think some item removal is nice. And then Tinkerbell, Tiny Tactician, because we know Big Tink is coming back. So why not Little Tink? That art, honestly, everyone loves Giant Fairy, but Tiny Tactician is low key goated. I mean, she's so cute. She got the little thimble as the helmet,
That's
and like
pretty.
the
Yeah,
whole
you are
like
right.
the shield and the sword. Very, very underrated card. That is,
Same.
yeah. I Tinkerbell Giant Fairy is great as well, but Tiny Tactician is underrated in how awesome that card is. But that rounds out my list. Who wants to go next? What do you got?
I can go next because I hit a couple of yours. So I have Robin Hood, Capable Fighter, tap to deal 1 damage.
Ooh.
Especially if the big Robin gets printed, but not the other little Robin. This could stick it around, I guess. I Smash. I did that in case like
They
one
want
of
to
the
smash
other
the like
strong
button.
removals. Smash the like button. And then Lawrence, because
Larry.
he's not like super great, but he's not like bad either. Like he's good in decks all the time, but I don't look at him and say you're the problem. He's not the problem. And then for commons, I did Triton's Decree, Charge.
I didn't do that, but yes.
Charge, because I think that Steel is like definitely still keeping the resist stuff, so it also gives you Challenger +2. And then my last one is Helga Sinclair, Challenger +2.
Right
Nice,
on.
nice. That's the 2/4. Gets Challenger
Yep.
+2. That's not a bad card. Brad, Vince, who wants to go next?
I had Rise of the Titans, Cinderella Knight in Training.
Ooh.
She was a promo card. She's a hand fixer as well, and a shift target if the Stout-Hearted gets reprinted. The Prince Never Gives Up.
I had that one too.
That is the Bodyguard Prince from set 2, Snow
I said
White.
that one already, Brad.
Oh,
Remember?
did you? I didn't write. I
I
didn't mark that. Yeah,
you
I'm
laughed
so
at
sorry.
my pun.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I didn't. I said it because I didn't put our names next to it.
It's fine.
And I still put it in the wrong spot. And then I did Beast Hard Headed for the more item removal from set 1. And then of course I did the Future King that you did mention, and I put our names next to it. I think that's another good shift target for that Simba line in Amber. And then of course Magic Broom Aerial Cleaner. It is the broom that is evasive on turn. On turn, evasive broom. We got to have it.
So can we make a count of how many brooms Brad didn't predict would be reprinted? Is it just 1?
1,
2?
I think.
I did 4 brooms.
Oh, there's more than 4 then.
Didn't predict.
That you didn't
oh, yeah,
predict.
There's more. Oh,
there's
yeah,
like
there's
2 or
more than
3
that.
maybe. Okay. All right. I thought he did all of them. Fair.
All right.
Vince,
So
what do you got?
some of these I think have already been said, but just for sake of running through them, I did Mr. Smee, Bumbling Mate. And then I have Smash.
Yep.
I have Prince Eric, Dashing and Brave.
Is that the Challenger, right? Because Challenger
+2. Yep.
Yeah.
One. Okay.
And then I have the other Robin Hood. I don't think that was mentioned.
The 1-drop 2/2.
The 1-drop 2/2.
Yep.
Brad said Rise of the Titans. I don't know if anybody said how I'll find them. I'll flatten them.
I'll find them. I'll ink them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing with that card.
And I also have Nottingham.
Oh, okay. Nice.
The location. Interesting. Okay.
And I also said Lawrence. So
I had Lawrence in my initial list, and I changed it to
Larry.
Cinderella Training.
Well, if Rapunzel's gone, especially like
Larry's just normal.
Larry's just a normal character.
Penny.
Who's easy to take out after you hit
use
him.
Penny on Larry. Larry into Penny. Larry takes out your your Daisy, and then you heal and give resist to Larry with the penny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Larry just seemed like it might be a little too strong, but I definitely am on board with the idea that Steel has an ink identity that is buff when not damaged, bonus when not damaged. So
Did anybody have Fortisphere on their list?
All right. I think that's all of it.
Why do I feel like Kirsten is here to try and prevent the cyberbullying of Brad in this episode? Every time.
Listen, I'm just repaying him.
I can take it as well as I can give it to him. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly, if we're going to recap that real quick, because I guess with the promotion of Infinity Mode, they want people to play Hiram again, right? He's not banned in Infinity. So, like, he needs to be but he needs to be in rotation for that. And the rotation is both formats. Is that correct?
No, because he's going to be cheaper because you can only play it in one format.
Right. Yeah.
And
so then I messed up in that way.
In putting him in rotation when your core constructed group can't play with it.
Listen, I was elected to lead, not to read.
I know that for a fact.
I'll be honest though, I wouldn't put it past for one of either Fortisphere or for Hiram to be reprinted, but just not both of them.
What? I mean, if they reprint them, they're functionally unbanning them, which I think is just silly. The only
this happens in a lot of games.
Yeah, but I mean, we're like
the ban list is never static.
Right, but we're like 6 months away, and I don't see any reason why we would need to like reshift the meta back that way, because I mean, like, it just seems like too much. I think they should.
I mean, here's the thing, because of rotation, and if they're not reprinted, they won't be on the ban list because it won't be necessary to put them on it because they will be rotated out. They'll be out of the meta anyway.
That is true.
So the only way they'll get back on a ban list is if they get banned in Infinity.
I don't know.
Fortisphere, what is that even on? It is set 4, so it is on its way out. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Now the ban list won't have to include that. I can't see them getting reprinted. The only argument would be like, I guess in theory, if a card is banned, like you could reprint Hiram and keep him banned in core constructed, and that card is in there. Like, let's think more like Rapunzel, right? Rapunzel is a $40 card. If Rapunzel was banned in core constructed, but allowed in Infinity and important in Infinity, and Ravensburger wanted to try and lower the cost of something like a Rapunzel, they could reprint the Rapunzel, keep it banned in core constructed. It's not part of rotation. This card in your packs is only for Infinity, essentially. But that would be like really, I think we're getting to a point where like these things could exist, and I think Ravensburger might do some of these long all the way down the future where they do some of these sort of shenanigans. But I think for now they're probably just going to stick with something much more cohesive and linear.
I think if they were to do that, to be honest, what they would do is they would bring that card back into the current constructed
and let it exist. Yeah, maybe.
But I'm like, I didn't put either of those cards on my list,
right.
So I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just saying I theoretically could see.
I'm just saying
one,
Brad,
because of the meta. Because if the meta changes, we don't know like what how impactful something like Hiram would be just on his own in a new meta.
Right.
If, like say Popsicle doesn't get reprinted, right, and stuff. How valuable then is Hiram, particularly in that meta? Maybe in the future, like if that 3-drop Bell doesn't get reprinted, like next year, right, and stuff, maybe then you reprint Fortisphere and Popsicle, right? Like you could see like a potential way of affecting the meta to balance it out through the concept of rotation.
I think ultimately, at least in my opinion, I think Ravensburger should, for the most part, try and continue forward with their plan. And when looking for ways to change the meta, to balance the meta, to develop the meta, they should not necessarily look backwards to do things like bring Fortisphere or bring Popsicle back or bring Rapunzel back 2 sets later. They can, and I think they will, and I think they should, but I think that should not be their first choice to do such a thing. I think that should be maybe for a nostalgia reason, maybe for like a fun reason. Maybe Tangled 3 comes out or something, and like we bring Rapunzel back in set 25 or whatever. I don't know. But I don't think the first place they should be looking is at these more niche scenarios, but it is cool to think to do those.
My very baseline kind of knowledge of rotation comes from Pokemon, and in that instance, like a lot of cards do get functionally like reprinted because like everybody wants a Pikachu,
but
right?
Pokemon's
like that
different
card
too.
is always going to be in the game. What I'm getting at though is I don't know that there is any one character in Disney besides say maybe Mickey Mouse, but you can do a lot more creative things with Mickey Mouse and Lorcana than you can do with Pikachu. I don't know that. So I mean, I think actually it's more of a case to your argument that probably will be less likely to occur in a game like Lorcana than a game like Pokemon, because like I said, every kid wants to play with like Pikachu or whatever that biggest.
Pokemon is fundamentally limited by the fact that there's only 151 of them, and any other Pokemon beyond 151 do not exist in the world that I operate.
Oh my gosh! All right. And why do I see? Is our subscriber moving downwards at a rapid pace?
No. It is going up. People want to see Kirsten play Ruby Sapphire. They want to see how her already skilled brain can operate an actually skilled deck. So we're all excited for it. So be sure to hit that like, be sure to hit that subscribe, ring that bell. Does anyone else have any final thoughts about reprint predictions for Disney Lorcana's Fabled? Any last predictions you want to throw in there? Speak now or forever hold your reprints, your bulk.
No, but I'm excited because we're about to hear the first official news in like 3 days, 4 days.
Let's go.
Potentially minutes after you are listening to this episode, this content.
When is this dropping?
This is dropping.
We'll figure that out later.
It's already dropped, Brad. They're listening to it right now. This episode is
We're
already
doing it live.
out.
We're doing it live.
It already happened. What are you talking about?
Never mind.
I know.
Never mind. It's late.
It will drop at some point. We appreciate you guys listening to this. Please spam the comments before. If you do this, I can see the date time on the comments. If you do this after they already release what they are, it doesn't count. It's cheating, okay? But spam the comments with what you think will be reprinted. What are your predictions? Can you predict better than the villains here? I mean, Brad says he's going to get 75 of them correct. Can you do better than that?
Can we revisit that?
Brad certainly had a lot of cards that he predicted. So, I mean, he's going for a numbers game here. But let us know in the comments, what do you think will be reprinted in Disney Lorcana's new set, Fabled? Is that like the end of the episode? I don't think that's good. I don't know. I was
gonna say, because we always say, "Till next rotation, fellow villains, be where you want to be heroes who want to disrupt your villainous plans." And as always, remember the rules.